If I remember correctly, last week we were discussing Templeton versus Amherst, 1834. As you recall, Amherst had run over Templeton's great aunt with his carriage. Amherst claimed that he mistook Mr. Templeton's aunt for a parking space and was therefore not responsible for the following miscarriage. No pun intended. Templeton won in a lower court decision. However, Amherst appealed to a higher court. What was the outcome of that appeal, Mr. Cleaver?
Gee, Mr. Kingsfield, I don't know. On account of last night, Lumpy Rutherford, he stole my bike at the ballpark, and I had to walk all the way home. By the time I got home, I had to go to bed because it's already 8 o'clock, and I have to go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Mr. Cleaver, come here. Here is a dime, so you can call your mother and ask her to come and get you, because there is serious doubt of you ever becoming a lawyer.
Gee, Mr. Kingsfield.
Excuse us, Mr. Kingsfield. Wallace and I were just bringing young Theodore his lunch.
Yeah, we brought him a ham sandwich and a hunk of milk.
That's a very striking suit you have on, sir. Wallace and I were just listening in on your discussion while we were waiting outside. It was quite inspiring.
Cut the poop, Mr. Haskell. Why don't you and Wallace sit down next to young Theodore so I can continue my lecture?
Anything you say, Mr. Kingsfield. Let's sit down. Wallace, Theodore?
Cut it out, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie, cut it out.
Now, where were we? Yes, Templeton versus Amherst. Templeton went to the court of Illinois. What is it, Mr. Cleaver?
Hey, Mr. Kingsfield, I sort of got this question. What if this guy, you see, he wanted this popsicle real bad, and his mother wouldn't give him the money to get the popsicle, and he wanted it real bad, and so he sort of took it. Would he go to prison or to H.E. double toothpicks?
Mr. Cleaver, we are not here to discuss the moral or ethical implications of stealing popsicles. I suggest if you have any future questions not related to the subject at hand, that you keep them to yourself.
Gee, Beav, now you got us yelled at.
Wallace, I think your brother is a little too young for law school.
Hey, Mr. Kingsfield, don't holler at Wally. It wasn't his fault. It was Eddie's fault. Eddie dared me. You dared me to go all the way through law school.
Is that right, Eddie?
Yeah, I guess so. You know what a pain Beav can be sometimes.
Eddie, sometimes I could just punch you. Come on, Beav, let's go to our room. Where's that hunk of milk?
You know, too many people are careless with their money. It would be so simple for them to save their hard-earned dollars if they would only itemize.
But Professor...
Don't interrupt. Did you know you can take off the cost of any special clothing you may need for work?
Sir!
Just a second, young man. Itemizing your tax return is a great money saver. You can take off medical examinations, energy-saving improvements on your home, any number of things. But most people just forget.
But Professor, you've forgotten something.
Impossible. I never forget anything.
But you have. Class was over a half hour ago.
Well, at least you've got your money's worth. Class dismissed.